What is going down? What is going down? What is going down? Facebook, YouTube, my peoples, everybody that's viewing my night owl folks. How you feeling? How you doing? How you holding up? This your boy Keep It Smooth checking in once again, bringing you another smooth episode of the Night Owl Show. You know what I'm saying? Now this is the podcast for folks that's getting off work, looking for something to get off into. You know what I'm saying? So you want something you can tune in with in the late night hour, live and interact with. You know what I'm saying? This is for the folks like myself that's getting ready to head into work. So you wanted something to get you started, help get you motivated before you got there. And then this is the show for folks who've been kicking it back all day because you knew if you stuck around long enough, you'll get a chance to rock out with your boy, Keep It Smooth. You know what I'm saying? This is the night out show, like I said, you know what I'm saying? But we just kick back and we're gonna shoot the bobos, we're gonna rap, we're gonna talk, we're gonna interact, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a whole thing. So I want you to comment where you're tuning in from, you know what I'm saying? If you're tuning in from Facebook or YouTube, I want you to comment what city you hailing from, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get this thing live and interactive because I can pull your comments right up here on the podcast while we got the show going, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about a few things, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about the fact this is the first show of the new year, you know what I'm saying? So I want to welcome everybody into 2021, you know what I'm saying? And last year was crazy, insane, we could say a lot about it. You know what I'm saying? If it didn't do anything, it motivated you. You know what I'm saying? It definitely got you in tune with what was going on and what you could do. You know what I'm saying? It didn't leave you sitting there wondering, man, what am I gonna do next? This, that, and the third. No, if you able to hear this right now, you was inspired, you was motivated, you knew that life was short, so we got to be able to take advantage of the time we got right here and right now. You know what I'm saying? So congratulations to you and everybody else that's tuning in. You know what I'm saying? My boy Roby tuning in from that town. What's going on, big dog? Y'all was getting it in, bro. I seen the 1738, big fella. Y'all was doing the thing, man. Y'all was doing the thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm slowing down these days. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep it smooth on a half shell. You did. So I had me a little Amsterdam. You know what I'm saying? Some a little smooth. You know what I mean? Uh, but we kicked it here. You know what I'm saying? Because New Year's Eve is me and the wife's anniversary of our first date. So we always, you know what I'm saying, try to make sure at midnight we able to embrace each other, be able to interact with each other. You know what I'm saying? And be somewhere you can be comfortable and be safe. And with everything that's going on with COVID, it's impossible to go out and kick it like we used to on New Year's Eve, you know what I'm saying? And oh, bro, tell the wife I said, what's going on? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? Hopefully everything rolling smoothly. You know what I'm saying? But these days it's hard to get out like we used to. You know what I'm saying? New Year's Eve used to be the thing. Throw the kickback at the crib. You know what I'm saying? Everybody come through with a bottle. Everybody come through with extra recreations and libations, and we're gonna turn up all the way to midnight and then some. You know what I'm saying? But these days, look, man, anybody got time to be playing around. Four or five. But they say when two or three are gathered, you know the God's in the presence. When six or seven are gathered, you know COVID's somewhere near. Like, no, we gonna play this thing safe. You know what I'm saying? No shade to any of the other states that I've heard about that forgot that COVID is going on. You know what I'm saying? Uh, out here, my Florida is definitely enjoying life like ain't nothing popping. So is Georgia and other southern states. You know what I'm saying? But hey, who am I to judge? I'm just a dude with five kids and trying to make sure everybody can keep going without coughing. Because one cough in this house means a entire tribe is about to go down. You know what I'm saying? And anybody with more than two kids know if one person gets sick in the house, it's a done die. You know what I'm saying? But man, how's everybody been doing? How's everybody been feeling? How did you bring the new year in? Did you bring it in safe? You know what I'm saying? Comment whether you stayed in the crib or you went out and you still kicked it. No shade. You know what I'm saying? Because if you made it to see this, if you made it to the day, you stayed safe enough for whatever it was that you did. So that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? making sure that we keep it smooth out here so we can make it to see tomorrow. So our kids can make it to see tomorrow. And so we can keep building like we're trying to build. But what did y'all do? You know what I'm saying? What did y'all get into? You know what I mean? Uh, man, that day was well, that day for me and mine, you know what I'm saying, was busy. I had got off work early that morning, had hella runs I had to knock out, you know what I'm saying? And then by the time I got to the crib, me and the wife kicked it, enjoyed for a minute. Then she went out and enjoyed with her mom and sister, them, you know what I'm saying, kicked back and had them some girl time, you know what I'm saying, which got me a chance to get some rest time, you know what I mean? And anybody over 30 know you get a chance to get a good nap in, it's a done data. You know what I'm saying? We finna kick back and we finna get it in, you know what I'm saying? Turn on some smooth music, relax, maybe have you a sip real quick, right before, you know what I'm saying, you black out or pass out, depending on whether how tired you were. Me personally, when I mess around and get a chance to get a nap in, bro said, yes, sir. Come on, man. Come on, man. Them naps be needed, dog. You know what I'm saying? I mess around and get a chance to get a nap in. Man, look, I'm gonna take me a little sip, have me a nice little shot or two, probably a beer. That way you get real mellow and relaxed. Turn on some smooth music or something smooth like a podcast like this, where you ain't technically gotta be watching, but you want to be watching, because you never know when somebody gonna do something physical. But for the most part, it's just a conversation. It's just a back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're trying to tune in and chime in and throw some comments up. A podcast is something you can listen to on your way to work. You know what I'm saying? It's something you can vibe out to on your way to sleep. If the person that you listen to on the podcast got one of them type of voices, you know what I'm saying? Uh, Podcasts is just somewhere you ain't gotta technically watch, so you can do other things and enjoy. You know what I'm saying? Whether you an entrepreneur like myself at the crib making smooth wear, you know what I'm saying? Hit me in the inbox if you would like to order your shirts today. You know what I'm saying? Uh, you can have your podcast on in the background while you're doing you're taking care of your making your merchandise. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but it's this year, this New Year's Eve was uh, definitely an experience. You know what I'm saying? Uh, because, like I said, in times past, we've been so used to kicking it. We've been so used to being in big numbers. Now you get the chance to sit back and reflect and really take the time to take in everything that's taken place over the year. Take in everything that we've seen, all the people we've lost. Um, take in the fact that it's a blessing we still here. You know what I'm saying? It's a reason, it's a purpose we still here. You know what I'm saying? I've lost a lot of people. We've lost a lot of people, especially a lot of celebrities in this past year. But in this last year, I've lost some loved ones. You know what I'm saying? It's been a real trying time this year. You know what I'm saying? Trying to maintain the faith with everything that's going on, maintain your focus, maintain the mission. You know what I'm saying? Continue persevering like you have been when it seems like we already was getting used to how hard things were. And now, because of this pandemic, it's even harder for us to get together, to be able to promote the things we need to promote, be able to advertise the things we need to advertise, to even find the peace that we used to find. Because a lot of people go out to social gatherings just to have that public interaction. And now we've spent the entire last year pretty much work home, depending on how big the faith is at your church, work church home. You know what I'm saying? Like it's been a lot of time to self reflect. You know what I mean? Um, but like I said, the fact that you here is a purpose. It's a reason for it. You know what I'm saying? So give yourself an applause, some applause. Let's put everything that we've learned. Let's gain as much as we can from what we've learned in 2020, and then let's embrace 2021 the way we wanted to embrace 2020. Because everybody was coming into it like, oh man, 2020 means clear vision. I'm gonna show y'all my vision. I'm gonna make it clear. I'm gonna make it plain. And then your perseverance got tested. Then it was a question of how serious are you trying to make this thing plain? But now we've had a whole year to be able to learn, to be able to adjust, to be able to adapt. So now the question is, how can you approach this year the way you wanted to approach last year with the knowledge you have of at least what to expect right now? You know what I'm saying? With at least what's going on, us having some type of understanding of what to expect. You know what I'm saying? We were blindsided by COVID. You know what I'm saying? We was blindsided by the whole pandemic and had to adapt. And a lot of us, for some people, it's easier to adapt than others. For some people, it takes longer to adapt than others. You know what I'm saying? But we've adapted. We've had time to adapt. We've had time to adjust. So my question is, how do you plan on attacking this year the way you were supposed to attack last year? You know what I'm saying? But, 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 like I said, it's movies and music Mondays, you know what I'm saying, as well as Talk to Me Tuesdays. We combine the two because children and technology usually don't play out too well. So now I have to go buy another webcam to replace the webcam that somehow the wires got loose and now my cameras are short now. You know what I'm saying? Finally get me a ring light. The wife done blessed me with a ring light. I got my lighting perfect. I ain't gotta have a lamp behind the laptop on some ghetto MacGyver type stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to make this thing look professional. And now I gotta keep going out here to this doggone stove to replace this same webcam. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get it in. And I told y'all the last time I was gonna get around to checking out the E40 and Too Short uh versus battle. My bro, what's good with you? Young Sheikh Al Ghul, long time no see. Yeah, bro, it's been a minute, man. You know what I'm saying? When you're trying to grind like I'm trying to grind behind the scenes, finish up these projects that were supposed to have been got done. You know what I mean? Working this crazy graveyard schedule, I had to change up the show hours. But we back in this thing, man. I'm glad to see you tuning in, vibing in. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit that share button. We're trying to get this conversation going. We're trying to get this vibe going. We're trying to get the awareness of this night out show popping. So if you're tuning in, if you're watching, I want you to know I wholeheartedly appreciate you. You are a blessing that I want you to know I appreciate. But hit that share button, hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? If you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're able to stay aware of all the stuff that's going on because you know your boy's back doing TikToks. So we're gonna have another compilation video of the newest TikToks that came along since I didn't get back to it. And man, I'm trying to tell you, if you haven't been a part of TikTok, it's definitely therapeutic. Uh, but man, I told y'all we was gonna check out the E42 short, and we definitely gonna talk about that. That's gonna be on the later half, movies and music. We're gonna get off into this movie thing. And because I wasn't able to get on the live yesterday, I went ahead and watched a movie that I've been hesitant on watching just because if the trailer don't work, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that works. Hey man, as long as you're working, that's what matters. You know what I'm saying? If the trailer don't pull me in, it's hard for me to get into the movie. If the trailer don't pull me in, you better have one hell of a fine cast. The casting better be solid. You know what I'm saying? So the movie we're gonna talk about is found on next Netflix. It's called Hubie's Halloween. I'm gonna say it again for the people in the back that was adjusting some, you know what I'm saying? You might have been trying to get yourself situated and comfortable. It's called Hubie's Halloween. Yes, I said it like that because the movie is starred by Adam Sandler, who in the movie plays Hubie Dubois. When I tell you, it's a classic Adam Sandler movie, but it's the 2020 Halloween Adam Sandler movie. The movie is hilarious. Bro said, "Is this the night out show?" You know it is, big dog. We back, man. I had to change up the time so I can make sure I bring the show back. Had to get back to working, you know what I'm saying? And where I work at now, I work midnight until your boy get off. So, you know, we had to make sure that we bring the show back because there's a lot of people asking about it, as well as yourself, bro. So we back in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Talking about movies and music today on the first half. And then we're gonna talk about the talk to me, you know what I'm saying? Uh G3 said definitely a great movie. Gotta check it out. And 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 that's I have my pros and I have my cons. More pros and cons. So it was definitely a great movie. It's definitely worth rewatching. You know what I'm saying? But if you have Netflix, it's called Hubie's Halloween. You know what I'm saying? Hubie's Halloween. Make sure you go out and check that out. You know what I'm saying? Uh, the movie is basically about a guy who just loves Halloween. You know what I'm saying? A guy who he's not the most popular. He's actually probably the most popular guy in town, but he's not popularly liked. Like he's the most known guy in town because you know what you're gonna get from him. He never fails to bring you the same energy, the same sincerity. Uh, but he's the guy that gets picked on all his life and just doesn't change a thing about it as he gets older. Stays true to himself. You know what I mean? And his favorite holiday is Halloween. And his mission in life is to make sure everybody can stay safe and enjoy Halloween. No kids, no wife. The movie is about this guy who just wants to protect the sanctity of Halloween from his understanding, right? Now, anybody that knows Adam Sandler movies means you can guarantee to expect um, Kevin James. You can expect, um, oh man, actually the cast got surprising. Shaq was in it again, like he was in the last Grown Ups movie. Um, Kenan Thompson was in the movie, which caught me off guard. Um, Ray Liotta was in this movie, playing an interesting role. Like he has the same star-studded cast that he keeps tight, that he hangs on to real tough. You know what I'm saying? The good fight, yeah, man, yeah, man. Uh, he has a core cast that he hangs on to, and anybody that has been around long enough knows you'll hear everybody say it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. And the fact that Adam Sandler keeps the same cast around him consistently is case proof all in itself. You know what I'm saying? It's not about what you know, it's definitely about who you know. Because if you know Adam Sandler and you're cool with him, you got that rapport with him, it's guaranteed you're gonna be in the next movie. You know what I'm saying? He see that work ethic from you. He see you grinding, staying true to it, staying solid, keep trying to do this thing. He gonna rock with you. You know what I'm saying? And if you're in one movie and you do your thing, you play your role, you know what I'm saying? You stay in your lane, you don't try to do too much, he's going to continue to bring you back. You know what I mean? Rob Schneider is in this movie. Um, I forget the guy who played Wiley in Grown Ups, but he was in the movie. Um, it was so many people to name in this movie, and the movie was hilarious. Don't get me wrong, the movie was hilarious. My cons probably would be in the likeness of the pro is that the cast stays pretty much the same. You know what I mean? While you see the diversity in each member of the cast because their roles change up, and then he brings new people in to play similar roles. Uh, oh man, that one dude's name is on the tip of my tongue, and he's a hilarious comedian. Um, he has the same people that he brings in over and over again, which is something that we also complain about in the black community. Like, if you got like that, spread the love, spread the wealth. You know what I'm saying? These people know you guaranteed to rock with them. You know what I'm saying? Find some more acts, and he does. I'll give him credit for that. But for the most part, if you know it's an Adam Sandler movie that's about to be played, you can pretty much guess four character names, four actors or actresses, and I will guarantee you gonna catch them somewhere in the movie. You know what I'm saying? So while it's a blessing, you know what I'm saying? It's like, come on now. Okay, we know you work with them. We know these are phenomenal actors and actresses. Let's cycle in some new people. You know what I mean? But like the missus said, it's definitely a great movie. It's definitely worth checking out. It's called Hubie's Halloween, and it's found on Netflix. It's definitely worth checking out. So make sure you slide over there if you got the chance. As we all know, you stick around long enough, it's gonna be on YouTube pretty soon. Somebody gonna stream it to YouTube, so you ain't got to worry about missing out too much. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but as for the movies, and if you have any recommendations, drop them in the comments. You know what I'm saying? I got a week's time to get to them, and then get back by the time we get back to the next movies and music Mondays to be able to give you my feedback on it. You know what I'm saying? Uh, to be able to give you my review on the movie. You know what I mean? Uh, I give anything a chance. Anime, drama, comedy, preferably comedy, action, or suspense. Uh, but I'm an all around guy. I give everybody everything a chance as long as it's asked for by the people. Me personally, I'm not gonna go looking for a lot of this stuff that's out just because I know my palate and I'm working on expanding it. But I can't do it by myself. I'm asking for your help. So if you got some recommendations for movies, throw them joints in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell me what y'all are watching, what y'all been checking out. If you binging any new TV shows or whatever, check that. Let me know what's going on. I'm actually looking forward to when they drop WandaVision because I got Disney Plus. So I'm gonna be, oh, I'm going. You ain't gonna be able to move me for a minute. And I'm gonna make sure I get back with y'all to let y'all know how that goes. You know what I'm saying? Um, but like I said, we're gonna get to this music, and when we can get to the talk to me portion of the show. In the talk to me portion of the show, if you have a question you want some advice on, excuse me, if you would like to hear, you know what I'm saying, a smooth take on something, jump in the comments and let me know. You know what I'm saying? You can ask a question, you can ask for my opinion on something. What let me know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Uh, we're gonna talk about it all. We're gonna get it in, and your boy is working on the ones gotta go right now while we in the midst of talking about this E40 and Too Short battle. Now I'm gonna be 100 with you. It was I was surprised when I heard how much they said they put into the production. To put in, what was they said, like 500,000 into the production between the studio, the equipment, the lighting, the sounds, DJs, everything. They put in, I think that was the biggest budget they have set for a versus battle as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's interesting that the one to take the year out, which it was supposed to be Ashanti versus Keisha Cole, but now that Ashanti's over COVID, they're working on getting that thing set up because it's been asked for pretty highly. You know what I'm saying? Um, but the E40 and Too Short, you know what I'm saying, can be said no perfectly than this right here. Bro hit a nail on the head. Legendary. You know what I'm saying? Um, we the the okay, bro. Okay, bro. I got you. We're gonna save that for the talk to me, bro. We're gonna save that for the talk to me. I got you. Bro, we hit a nail on the head when he said it was legendary. You know what I'm saying? Um, being I'm from the Midwest, and a lot of the people that's viewing from the Midwest, a lot of people that I know is from the Midwest, we weren't caught up in the whole East Coast, West Coast beef. You know what I'm saying? We was able to enjoy it completely both sides, you know what I'm saying? Plus the Midwest, because a lot of us felt like the best artists came out of Chicago anyway. No shade, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You're always gonna be a regional person. But that beef didn't conflict with us. So we was able to enjoy East Coast and West Coast music. And at the time with West Coast, Too Short, come on now. Too Short had Too Short had mugs screaming profanities out of their window, riding down the street. as long as you had the music playing, wouldn't nobody really get offended. They'd be like, oh, he over there wagging that Too Short. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time you get away with yelling that out of the window of your whip while you riding down the street and you don't piss nobody off. You know what I'm saying? And E40 had you questioning whether or not you really understood the English language or how easy it was to create your own. Because E40 with the weebalizations and the my weebles, come on, man. E40 was talking. E40 made gibberish sound cool before Pootie Tang did. You know what I'm saying? And Pootie Tang, I don't care what you say. Pootie Tang, I'm gonna save that for a whole other movies and music Monday. We're gonna talk about Pootie Tang. We're gonna talk about Soul Plane. It's a few movies that get a lot of negative backlash that should not be getting this negative backlash. These were hilarious movies, classic in their own right. You know what I mean? But the E42 short battle, like bro said, legendary. There was no way. There was no way to expect what we got from it. I didn't know you was gonna see E40 still hitting the moves. You know what I'm saying? Get it in at his age, and the man's been rocking out doing music for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I want to say him and Too Short and was talking about it during the live, talking about how they've been rapping since the 80s. You know, it's 80, grown man status rapping since the 80s. You know what I'm saying? And now 40 years later, and we honor these legends on the versus stage. You know what I'm saying? It was iconic. It definitely was. It was a surprise to hear all them throwbacks from E40. You know what I'm saying? I forgot how many tracks Too Short was on. Because I rock out with them both, but with me being more Midwest than anything, you know what I'm saying? I was reminded of a lot of these tracks. Not that I had any dislike for them or it was any shade against them. Loved them, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of these tracks, like you rock with them and you vibing out with them when they popping and when they out. But then by the time you look up, by the time it's over, by the time the next hot thing come out, that fall by the wayside. You know what I'm saying? So to go back through memory lane like that with so many dope tracks with so much love, it was much needed. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I will say I love about these versus battles is that when they put the right ones together, when they put the right people side by side, you know what I'm saying? Especially now that they're doing it side by side and they was got tired of just fighting people's internet connection. Um, it's became beautiful. You know what I'm saying? This became nostalgic. You know what I'm saying? Erica Badu and Jill Scott had you walking down memory lane just on some man, burn the incense, kick back, just enjoying the riding the vibe. You know what I'm saying? If Luda and Nelly, if Nelly reception would have been better, that would have been an epic battle too. It was epic for what you got from it. You know what I'm saying? What they did when they did finally get it flowing. But it could have been better had the reception been better. And then once they started bringing people live and in person together, you know what I'm saying? Brandy and Monica was fire. Um, I thought the 112 and Jagged Edge was interesting. Y'all can go back and check the episode out on that, where I was talking about how you see 112, you just see Slim and Q or Slim and Mike sitting there. No, it was Slim and Q because Mike and the other one there was some court stuff they couldn't show up. But it's just rocking out them too. But Jagged Edge had all four of them crammed into the camera, trying to dance in front of each other. Man, it was hilarious. You know what I'm saying? But once they brought a stage, once they brought everybody into the same room, Snoop and DMX. Come on, it's been some iconic, nostalgic moments that we've had with the versus battle, and there's no way to deny that this has been something that has been one of those things that helped save 2020. You know what I mean? We was definitely looking forward to what the next versus battle was going to be, what was going to be talking about, who was going to win. And we know they always say this ain't a battle, it's for the culture, but it's called a versus battle. Of course, you put it on for the culture. You did the music for the culture. Iron sharpens iron, though. This is a battle. So at the end of the day, who brought their best 20 against this best 20? You know what I'm saying? Did you really bring 30, but then you started interchanging stuff depending on how the vibe was going? You know what I'm saying? Did you bring 20 and then you had to stick to them 20 because that's all you really had to, because that was your plan. You know what I'm saying? Or that's all you had. And you was combining hot features that you had with some dope tracks that you laid down. You know what I'm saying? But the E40 Too Short battle was iconic. You know what I'm saying? It was the perfect way to take out the year. I'm looking forward to the Keisha Coles and Ashanti. I'm a fan of them both. Uh, I'm not gonna say nothing negative about nobody that does the versus battles. Internet connection is one thing. Artistry, if you make it to doing a versus battle, you had to have charted 20 number one hits. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you have to be a name that is worth mentioning. You have to be a name that is brought up, that is iconic name in this conversation when it comes down to music. So you earned your just dues to make it to that platform. You know what I'm saying? Bro said, yeah, not gonna lie, I like this new little culture hip hop spinning up. Yeah, it's becoming dope. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still working on engaging with the newer music, with what's trending. You know what I'm saying? I still prefer listening to everybody that we've been seeing on the versus battles. Like I would much rather listen to them, you know what I'm saying, than a lot of these artists that came out now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still getting put on to new artists. That's what Movies and Music Mondays is about. Us to talk about music, for y'all to put me on to some artists, for me to put y'all on to some artists, and somebody tip me off to. We're gonna talk about it all. You know what I'm saying? We got everyday structure, so we can stick around the subject as best we can. We're gonna go do our tangents or whatever, but we're gonna stay back. We're gonna keep it right in the mix and right in tune with everything right here. Bro said battle raps have always been a thing, but to battle with your catalog is just next level. Makes artists actually have some type of integrity with their craft. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it because we have been seeing battle raps for ages, but to know that if you did this thing long enough and righteously enough and didn't get caught up in scandals or drama or BS that was going to take you out of the limelight and get you forgotten, you know what I'm saying? That you was able to build a legacy worth making it to the versus stage. You know what I'm saying? And making it to the versus stage really brings the argument of whether or not you deserve to be considered in the Hall of Fame when it comes down to music. We just got to say it. It is what it is. How many artists get charted? How many artists chart 20, at least 20 number one top rated hits? It's not that easy of a feat, you know what I'm saying? Let alone to chart 20. To chart one, luck of the draw. You know what I'm saying? It might have been, you might have had a fire writer, an insane producer, beat maker was phenomenal, engineer was doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? You might have had all the pieces to the puzzle to make that one. But people go their whole lives working just to make one number one hit. To be able to say you got a catalog with at least 20, one would argue that's Hall of Fame status. One would argue that's a legendary status in itself, which means everybody that's made it across a versus battle has been legendary in their own lane. You know what I'm saying? I like to look at myself as an artist, but I'm nowhere near on that totem pole of artists they can go find for a versus battle. You know what I'm saying? Not that I ain't got some hits in the chamber, but 20 number one rated hits, yeah, no, your boy's still working on that. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get this thing rolling and going. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make it to that versus battle stage one day. You know what I'm saying? And I actually seen that they do a versus on Instagram for spoken word. So I'm actually curious to see how that's gonna play out. You know what I'm saying? And I'll get back to y'all on that because between everything I'm working on and a lot of the connects I got, your boy finna try to make a move. And if I get a chance to, oh yeah, you're gonna hear about me making it to that spoken word versus battle stage. And that's gonna be the iconic level in my realm. You know what I'm saying? Um, but man, for everybody that's just now tuning in, joining in, whether you're watching from Facebook or YouTube, you know what I'm saying? This is the Night Owl Show. This is the show for folks getting off of work, looking for something to vibe out to, something to rock out with, something that they can enjoy as they wind down their night. This is the show for folks like myself who's getting ready to take off of work. So you wanted something to help get the blood flowing, get the juices going, so you can rock out like you wanted to. You know what I'm saying? And this is the show for folks who knew if you stuck around long enough and stayed up long enough, you're gonna be able to rock out with your boy for an hour. And we're gonna kick it and we're gonna talk about some things. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about movies, we can talk about music. And I told y'all if y'all had any questions, any comments, any things you wanted a smooth take on, some smooth advice on, throw that thing in the comments because we're gonna get to the talk to me episode portion of the episode. You know what I'm saying? Well, I just start giving advice I just started getting feedback, you know what I'm saying? I started engaging with the people directly, you know what I'm saying? So if you got any questions you want answered in a smooth way or hear a smooth perspective or get a smooth opinion on, holler at your boy, jump in the comments. Let me know where you're tuning in from, whether it's Facebook, YouTube. Let me know what state you're tuning in from, what region, county, city, whatever it is you want to talk, whatever it is you're comfortable saying, and then let me know what you would like some advice on. My man's V Black, aka Shakeout Ghoul, says, bruh, I was supposed to be finally shooting my shot at this girl today. And she was on the phone with her ex and shit when it finally came down to it. Okay, bro. First and foremost, I'm glad that you're still rocking out with your boy, you know what I'm saying? Um, and you know me, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you because you're my guy. You're my man. I understand what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? You said you was finally shooting your shot at this chick today, and while she was on the phone with her ex and shit. Now, the thing about shooting your shot is if you're gonna shoot your shot, whether she's on the phone, whether somebody's around, um, it really shouldn't matter if you're gonna be bold enough to shoot your shot. You know what I'm saying? Knowing you, you know what I'm saying, you scoped the scene, like you said, she was talking to her ex. So you made sure that, you know what I'm saying, it was an available time to shoot your shot. You were playing everything smoothly. She was just still connected to the ex. You know what I'm saying? Bro, my advice would be to ask her straight up, like, what's going on with you and the ex? You know what I'm saying? Like, are y'all still trying to work things out? Or are you open to new opportunities and new possibilities? Because if y'all trying to work something out, then I'm not gonna step on your toes. I'm not gonna invest time that's gonna be wasted time later on. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna actually give you the space you need to figure out what it is you're trying to work on. And if that's something that you're still connected to and you feel like it's still something there that you need to get out your system or whatever, by all means, that's your prerogative. That's your God given right. But if you're not sure and you're trying to figure out where you want to be and it's an opportunity, let me know because I don't want to I don't want to be on the date with you or interacting with you, and then the next thing you know, you lost in your phone because you're going back and forth with him, or he calls when you feel like you got to pick up. Like when we together, I want our time to be our time. I want to be able to fully interact and engage with you. And I don't want to feel like you distracted because your mind is elsewhere. And if that's something you still working on, stepping away from, then truth be told, your mind is elsewhere already. You know what I'm saying? So let me know if there's something I can do to help take your mind off of it. Or you can tell me that right now you're not trying to take your mind off of it because you're not sure how you feel about it. And I respect your wishes. You know what I'm saying? I'll step back and give you the space and I'll go work on another shot. You know what I'm saying? Because like you say, bro, you were shooting your shot. If you're playing basketball and you shoot your shot and you break, you rim out, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, you should go get that rebound, get back to dribbling, and get ready to shoot that shot again. You know what I'm saying? Might not be the same person, might be the same person from a different angle. But you never stop playing the game. You make sure you keep dribbling, make sure you keep going for that rebound, and you make sure you keep shooting your shot. Because you never know when you mess around and shoot that shot and get the bucket, win the game. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm retired, so I've been won the game. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm just giving advice on how others can get to that point. You know what I mean? And that's how we keep it smooth around here. You know what I mean? So Shake, aka V Black, bro, I appreciate you for the input. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you for asking for some input on that. You know what I'm saying? And while I pull up this, one's gotta go. By all means, feel free to jump in the comments, you know what I'm saying, and ask for some more advice. You know what I'm saying? Bro said word, LOL. To be honest, I was definitely about to fall back in peep game. So I'm really not trying to stumble into one of come on, man. Come on, man. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? You jump off into something, but she's still connected to something else. Who's really wasting their time? Is she wasting her time entertaining you when she's supposed to be somewhere else? Or she really thinking somewhere else mentally? Are you wasting your time because you're trying to invest but somebody's not really there because they ain't left the last situation? You know what I'm saying? Falling back is a good way to observe the situation. But as you make sure you falling back, is you catching that rebound and getting back to dribbling. Peeping game is you dribbling because now you adjusting whether or not you want to keep shooting this way or you want to change up your direction and shoot your shot another way. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, don't ever take something like that personal. It's all a learning experience. You know what I'm saying? And you learn in this situation how how hard it is for some to disconnect from exes than it is for others. You know what I'm saying? For other people, an ex is an ex. Like I made you an ex for a reason. I'm walking away from this thing for a purpose. You know what I'm saying? Other folks, it's harder to walk away from that ex, so they stay connected and they always wonder, well, what if we could have changed things, or what if things was done differently, we could have worked it out, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We all have been there. We know what that's like. But don't let that stop you from finding what you're trying to find, from finding somebody to be there, finding the one you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, bro, I appreciate your interaction. I appreciate you for chiming in. And I guess I found my one's gotta go for the day. Oh man, I'm gonna light this cigarette because this one is gonna be interesting. I think I've done this. I don't think I've done this one before. Uh, the one's gotta go for today is junk food. You know what I'm saying? It's 2021. This is the first episode of the new year. We're supposed to be thinking. We always start the year off thinking healthy. Like, oh, I'm gonna stop doing this. I'm gonna eat more salads. I'm gonna start getting back in shape. It's the Midwest. It ain't that easy to get back in shape when it's this doggone cold outside. You know what I'm saying? So trust me when I tell you, junk food is something that we gonna battle with for the next couple of months. You know what I'm saying? So which one's gotta go? Wings, however you choose to prepare them, boneless, boned, dry rub, wet wings, your choice. Tacos, burgers, or pizza. Now I know by the time I said the first one, your mouth got to water. By the time I said the second one, it's like, maybe, or you rocked with it. By the time I got to that third one, you was lost in a daze thinking about it. So now I'm repeating one more time for the vine. And then you know how I do them. We're gonna take it down backwards. Instead of telling you which one's gotta go, I'm gonna start with which one's gotta stay. And then we're gonna make our way to the ones that gotta go. Feel free to throw in which one you will take off the list in the comments. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna wrap this thing right on up. Now, me personally, the first one off out the gate, they gotta stay. And my choice is simply based on options and possibilities. Like how many different possibilities do we have with each option that's on the board between the wings, tacos, burgers, pizza? You know what I'm saying? Uh, the first one that's got to stay because of the diversity of the option would be burgers. You know what I'm saying? And I know we're talking healthy, but when I say burgers, I mean a hamburger bun and the meat you put in between. I call anything in between a hamburger bun a burger because it's a hamburger bun. And don't get me wrong. I know we're gonna get some arguments when it come down to the chicken sandwiches, but it's still on the hamburger bun. So I classify them in with the burgers. So the chicken sandwiches are a variety or an option of hamburgers. You know what I'm saying? Fish sandwiches. Come on now, follow me. All of this, if it's fried and it goes in between hamburger buns, I'm looking at it as a hamburger, as an option on the hamburger totem pole. And that's the reason why hamburgers got to be the first one that stays in my book. I love a good burger, especially when it's made up right. You got your bacon, your lettuce, your tomatoes, your pickles. You know what I'm saying? If you're real, if you're real smooth with it, you got your fried egg on that joint. You know what I'm saying? With some mayonnaise. Come on now. Come on now. And depending on how big your appetite is, you might have an extra patty in that thing. Man, look here. Y'all don't understand. Burgers come with so much variety and diversity. You can't get rid of. You know what I'm saying? You have healthy options. They even got the Impossible Whopper now, where it's completely vegan and you wouldn't even be able to tell it's not a real burger. Even though, from what I understand, it don't look like a real burger, but they say it's a real burger. I'm not brave enough to try anything called impossible. No, I believe some things are supposed to be left alone. And this is vegan. This ain't like hot wings or something like this. You know what I'm saying? This is just a vegan burger, a veggie burger. But no, I'm a carnivore, and I'm working on my diet. So I'm working. I'm baby steps. You know what I'm saying? We're not running. It's baby steps over here. You dig? Uh, but first one has got to stay. First one I got to keep on the board is burgers. Now, the rest of these is where it gets tricky because between pizza, tacos, and wings, they all are very diverse. Uh, but I think I'm gonna keep it real with myself, and I said that the ones got to go is based on how you prepare them. So between wings, tacos, burger, and pizza, and I said burgers got to stay out the gates. The next one that's got to stay would be wings because I prefer boneless wings. Yes, I said it. I'm sedated and I like it. You can't be mad at me for it. If you want to at me, you can come holler at me. I got an hour before I leave for work. Boneless wings got to stay. I'm gonna tell you why I prefer boneless wings because I might be skinny, I might be in shape depending on who's talking, but I'm lazy. I don't feel like navigating around a bone to eat what I'm trying to eat. You know what I'm saying? I prefer to enjoy a good boneless wing where you can just pop the whole thing in your mouth, get it over with. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy. You know, I watched the Hot Ones. I used to watch a lot of the Hot Ones episodes where they used to do the challenge where they eat hot wings and each wing gets hotter and hotter and hotter. I've done that challenge in real life. When you eating the wing and it hits your lip, is where the heat really soaks in and kicks in and burns your mouth. I feel like you've been maced. It's a whole thing. You don't have that problem with boneless wings. You know what I'm saying? You just open your trap, drop one in, get to chewing. Now, if you got your buffalo, and I like that, mix some hot sauce with my buffalo sauce, you know what I'm saying? Really make it like an insane hot sauce. It's fire. Uh, that's good. You know what I'm saying? But boneless wings come with a variety. You got your different rubs, you got your different seasonings. Lemon pepper definitely being one of my favorite. Honey teriyaki being very close. Uh, uh, there's a garlic one that's pretty fire. I love boneless wings because they're perfect at any time. You've been drinking, kicking it, you sit at the crib, you're hungry, but you don't feel like cooking like that. You can go in the kitchen, get you a plate, and put some boneless wings on this joint, put it in the microwave for 3 minutes. You take them out, you roll them around, you put them back in there for another 2.5 minutes, you take them back out, you go sit down with your sauces that you're gonna dip them in. Man, look here. When I tell you fire, fire, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Uh, so yeah, my number two that's gotta stay, of course, gonna be the boneless wing. Which brings us down to the last two options of the episode between tacos and pizza. Now, for what it's worth, tacos, let me see. I see you, big dog. Let's get that comment up there on the big screen. No lie, I was just thinking earlier, is there a place without Burger King? Like, is there actual countries out there without one? Hey, bro, between Burger King, McDonald's, Subway, and Wendy's, I would be surprised if there are countries out there without those fast food establishments. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we already know they global. And you imagine there's some third world countries out there that don't have a lot of the fast food restaurants. But some of these joints we know, we know. Y'all, y'all everywhere. You know what I'm saying? That's why some of these franchises be so cheap to own. But the last two we have left is tacos or pizza. Tacos or pizza. Now in my house, tacos is a regular. Pizza is a regular. You know what I'm saying? If my kids was here right now, it'd be crazy hearing them trying to pick back and forth between what's gonna be for dinner, pizza or tacos, or pizza or nachos. Um, Me personally, remember we said variety and diversity. I'm going to have to go. I'm gonna have to go pizza. Pizza's the last one that's gotta stay. And me personally, I love tacos. And I'm simple with my tacos. I don't need all the extra. I don't need the sour cream, shredded cheese, peppers, and all that. I don't need none of that. I need meat, pause, lettuce, tomato, you know what I'm saying? And truth be told, I don't even like Ortega. I prefer hot sauce. I prefer hot sauce. Now, if you got some authentic Hispanic sauce to go on the tacos, I'll rock with you. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I'm not gonna eat Ortega sauce. I'm not gonna eat nothing with these thick pepper chunks in them. We're not gonna. That's not gonna rock. We're not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? We're not even gonna try. I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that I will when I know I won't. You know what I mean? Uh, but with pizza, and this is the reason why. Because while for the most part, for me, pizza stays pretty consistent. We don't really change up like whether you eating Hawaiian pizza with the pineapples. We don't do supreme pizza with all the olives and mushrooms and all of that. No, it's pretty much carnivorous around here. It's pretty much if it's a pizza being ate in my house, it's guaranteed to have pepperoni and or sausage on it, and then additional toppings from there, all being meat-based toppings, bacon, ham, um, steak is fire. Steak is fire on some pizza. Um, Canadian bacon is pretty good. It's basically just ham, but it's still pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Um, you can put more meat, more variety of meat on a slice of pizza than you can into one taco. You know what I'm saying? If you line the bottom of a taco with ground beef and then line the next with shrimp or chicken or steak, or whatever you're gonna line it with, you know what I'm saying? You take away from the toppings that you can add. With pizza, you literally just add on the toppings. And if you want to lock the toppings in place, you just add on another layer of cheese. And then you make it like a mini deep dish. You know what I'm saying? Like like a half a deep dish. You know what I'm saying? And you get to enjoy a wide variety of meats on the same slice and have multiple slices. Everything stays intact. You do that with a taco, you take the first bite, you know what's gonna happen. The bottom's gonna crack out. And you only was able to put so much ground beef in there to make room for the other meats that you was gonna put on here. You lose half your ground beef, if not majority of it, thus taking away from the integrity of the taco. Can't do that. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be able to keep it smooth, and pizza is the best way to keep it smooth. You know what I'm saying? Um, if you have babies that are teething, the crust is an amazing teething ring for a baby. You know what I'm saying? A good introductory step to real food. Um, yeah, pizza is just all around solid. You know what I'm saying? All around can't go wrong. You know what I mean? But that's my one's gotta go. Between pizza, tacos, burgers, and wings, tacos unfortunately catch the short end of the stick, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But it is getting to that time, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get ready to get on up out of here. Finish getting myself situated for work, you know what I'm saying? Make sure this van is gassed up and whatnot. And make sure I get this thing shared. If you're still tuning in, if you're still rocking out with me, I can't tell you how much it means to me. You know what I'm saying? If you've been enjoying what you've been viewing, please feel free to hit that cash app. It's been scrolling at the bottom. I also have PayPal for those who would like to be a blessing that way. You know what I'm saying? Everything goes back into adding to this podcast and making sure that this content gets better and better and better for you all. You know what I mean? If you're watching this on the rewatch, I truly, humbly, and wholeheartedly appreciate you. And still feel free to hit that cash app. You know what I'm saying? Even if it don't come in live in person while I'm doing the show, I'm still able to give shout outs on the next show when I get back to it. You know what I'm saying? Which will be tomorrow, where we will be having the um, phenomenal guy. He's an incredible dude. You know what I'm saying? He's a local here, born and raised. Dave Barron. He's a local lawyer that's running for second ward alderman out here in Kankakee. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get a chance to be able to introduce him to you all. You know what I'm saying? Let you all see where he stands, what his platform is about, where you can follow him and find him, and then give you a chance to connect with him and get to know him on a more personal level. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to know who you're voting for, but you also want to know who you're voting for. You know what I mean? It's more than just about politics. It's about knowing the person, and where you can be able to see if their lifestyle adds up to the platform that they claim that they standing on. You know what I mean? And he, from what I can tell, this is a solid dude. He's a great guy. We rapped for a while earlier today. You know what I'm saying? And I can't wait to introduce him to you all tomorrow. So man, I have been your boy, Keep It Smooth, bringing y'all another episode of the Night Owl Show. You know what I mean? The podcast for folks who's getting off work, looking for something to get off into, something to vibe out to, or something to rock out to for the night before they wind up laying it down. The show for folks who's getting up, getting ready for work, and they wanted something to tune into so they can get the blood flowing and get everything going and get in the right state of mind. You know what I'm saying? And this is the show for folks who knew if you stuck around long enough, you're just gonna be able to sit here and kick back with me for an hour and just vibe out. And I can't tell you how much it means to me, you know what I'm saying, to know you all appreciate being a part of Smooth World. You know what I mean? So I have been your boy, Keep It Smooth, tuning in once again, letting y'all know that it's more than just a name. It's a way of life. You know what I'm saying? And anybody can keep it smooth. All you gotta do is take a step back, take a deep breath, and figure out the best way to keep it smooth.